The film opens on a quiet Romanian road where a young local woman is walking home when suddenly black, oily rain begins to fall from the sky. She rushes inside, but the substance has already begun to change her. Her skin tightens, her movements contort, and she becomes something inhuman, a terrifying zombie. The infection spreads through the town, ordinary people twisting into grotesque monsters that prey on whoever remains human, tearing victims apart as panic swallows the streets. Cut to the United States, where Colonel Josh, a high-ranking military commander, and his aide Carter are discussing a desperate plan. A top-tier squad of combat-trained prisoners, soldiers serving long sentences, is assembled for a covert mission to Romania. Among them is Jack, an imprisoned veteran who served in Iraq and was given no choice. His participation comes with a promise of freedom. Carter offers Jack $2 million and full pardon for a man serving life. It's an offer he can't refuse. The team is rounded out by John, an explosives expert who finds a key clutched in the hand of a dead plant worker and immediately begins prepping a device. Dragon, a legendary, motionless sniper rumored to have taken out an entire battalion from a single hidden perch. And Adel, a deadly martial arts instructor and sword expert. Josh admires the team, but can't help wonder why men would risk everything. Carter answers simply, the money and the chance at a new life. The next day, the team is briefed. Their aircraft will drop them at the city's edge. Carter will wait at the border for extraction. The bomb is set to detonate 1 hour after planting. If they are late, the explosion will engulf them along with the city. Carter wires half the payment up front. The rest will be released on successful completion. Privately, Carter tells Jack the attack must look like an accident, so no nation can accuse the U.S. of foul play, and promises that, after the mission, Jack's fiancée Christine will be freed and his criminal record erased. They head to the nuclear plant by car. John finds a key in a slain employee's hand and sneaks inside to rig the device. But as he prepares to plant the bomb, he discovers it's been wired not only to the device, but to their own vehicle, a betrayal. Carter intends to detonate the team with the bomb, ensuring the infection won't spread to American forces. Jack demands they find another vehicle to escape. Outside, Dragon spots a wave of approaching zombies and opens fire, buying time as the team fights through the horde. John rigs a trap and dispatches two attackers, but Dragon is wounded, the infection already taking hold at his neck. Realizing he's doomed, Dragon begs his teammates to end him before he turns. John steps forward and, with sorrow, shoots his old friend. The mood hardens. They have been betrayed. Now they want revenge on Carter. As the group searches for an escape route, Carter monitors their every move from satellite feed. He notes they've discovered his deception and orders the evacuation aircraft prepped. Frustration boils over when a mechanical fault grounds a plane, and Carter lashes out, demanding a fix. Meanwhile, Jack steals a car and they try to flee. Their path is blocked by another wave of zombies. A brutal, close-quarters fight follows. When they encounter a lone, mournful female zombie, Jack finishes her with a wrench, a grim mercy amid the chaos. The team's mission becomes twofold: survive the infected city and expose the conspiracy that sent them there. Betrayed by the very men who hired them, they must now fight both the living and the undead, and hope that the price of freedom was not a one-way ticket to death. Out of ammo and surrounded, Jack and his team decide their only hope is to find more weapons. They head toward a nearby police station, hoping to scavenge whatever's left. Inside, they're greeted by a welcoming committee of snarling zombies. But the squad wastes no time clearing them out. Once the gunfire stops, Jack breaks into the armory, but something catches his eye: a zombie clawing at the bars of a jail cell. He shoots it down, only to realize someone's trapped inside. It's a young woman. She introduces herself as Samantha, daughter of Dr. Newman, a renowned toxicologist. The name immediately sets Jack off. He recognizes it. Newman once worked for the U.S. military, and Jack suspects he's the one responsible for the outbreak. But as he looks at Samantha, terrified and innocent, he realizes she's not to blame. So he unlocks the cell and frees her. After stocking up on guns and ammo, the team tries to leave, but outside they're met with an entire horde swarming the police station. They rush to the rooftop, firing down at the crowd as the undead climb over one another to reach them. Between bursts of gunfire, Jack opens up to Samantha. He tells her the horrible truth: the U.S. military plans to detonate the entire city to contain the virus. Samantha is stunned. She reveals that her father, Dr. Newman, was actually the head of the experiment that started it all. According to her, Newman was developing a serum meant to enhance human resistance for soldiers. but the formula went wrong. Instead of strengthening the body, it bred a deadly bacteria that consumed it from within. When Carter found out, he demanded that Newman test the formula on a human subject. Newman refused, warning that it could destroy humanity. But Carter was determined to weaponize the virus and threatened to kill Samantha if Newman didn't comply. Terrified for his daughter, Newman called Samantha and begged her to flee. He promised he wouldn't let Carter turn his work into a weapon. But during his escape, a gunfight broke out. A stray bullet pierced a gas line, and the entire lab exploded, killing everyone inside, or so they thought. Samantha tells Jack her father injected her with a prototype serum that might protect her from infection. She believes he's still alive and pleads with Jack to help her find him so they can create a cure. But Jack breaks the news. Newman is gone. The truth devastates her. With the ammo nearly gone again, John hatches a plan. He sets a trap with explosives to lure the zombies closer, then detonates it, clearing a path for escape. The team jumps into their vehicle and speeds off toward the border. But when they arrive, they find a massive concrete wall surrounding the perimeter. They plant another charge to blow through, but before the explosion, an enormous wave of zombies floods the area. Adel fights valiantly with her swords while the others fire until their clips run dry. Overwhelmed, they retreat to their vehicle. The bomb goes off just as they drive away, the shockwave flipping the car and knocking Jack unconscious. In the darkness, Jack's mind flashes back to his past, his days in the army. He remembers walking in on his squad, assaulting a young civilian woman. Enraged, he gunned them all down. That act of defiance is what earned him his life sentence and Carter's hatred. Jack jolts awake. The team is battered, exhausted, but alive. They press on until they reach an abandoned gas station, only to find another swarm of zombies closing in. Their guns are empty. Just when all hope seems lost, a man bursts out of the shadows. He introduces himself as Dag, a former Romanian soldier who was home on leave when the outbreak began. He quickly leads them to safety inside an old warehouse, where they meet his wife Lara, a woman who hasn't spoken since she witnessed her brother, after turning into a zombie, slaughter their entire family with a hammer. Inside the hideout, Dag reveals the grim truth. A nuclear bomb planted at the city's reactor is set to detonate soon, and there's no time to reach the border. Escape is impossible. The team begins to lose hope. That's when Samantha steps forward. She reminds them that if they give up now, Carter wins. He'll cover his crimes and walk away a hero. But if they fight back, if they survive, they can expose him and show the world what he's done. And with that, the group regains its purpose. No longer just survivors. They're humanity's last chance for the truth. Samantha urges the team to move quickly. The airport is close, and there may still be a plane they can use to escape. But before they can reach it, a zombie attacks Lara. Adel intervenes, stabbing it and killing it, but Lara, mortally wounded, grabs a gun and ends her life before turning. Dag cradles her body in grief, tears streaming down his face. Meanwhile, John and Adel draw the remaining zombies away from their vehicle, giving Jack and Dag a chance to escape. But the horde is relentless. One zombie bites John. Before succumbing, he throws a lighter into a puddle of fuel, igniting a massive explosion that consumes the surrounding undead. Jack fears Adel may have died in the chaos. Mourning their loss, he presses onward. They finally reach the airport, only to find Carter's plane still on the tarmac. Jack rushes to confront him, but Carter appears with Christine, Jack's daughter. Jack realizes Carter has been following orders all along and demands his daughter back. Carter refuses, instead offering a grim deal. He will release Christine only if Samantha is handed over. Samantha is shocked. Jack explains to her that the serum Newman injected into her is not only a cure for the infection, but could also save humanity. Carter wants to capture her to prevent the world from being cured. Her blood now holds the key to defeating the virus. Understanding the stakes, Samantha reluctantly agrees to go with him, if it means Christine can be saved. Suddenly, a super zombie appears, the very first infected. The virus in his body has evolved so rapidly that bullets have no effect. He kills soldiers with brutal efficiency. Carter tries to stop him with a gunshot, but the zombie snaps his neck and kills him instantly. As Samantha flees, the monster pursues her. Jack races to defend her, but the creature is immensely strong, grabbing him by the throat and attempting to strangle him. At the last second, Adel reappears, still alive, and plunges her sword into the zombie, saving Jack. Dag, meanwhile, reaches Carter's plane and discovers an RPG. He fires it at the zombie, obliterating it in a massive explosion. The team boards the plane, escaping just as the nuclear bomb detonates. The blast destroys the city completely, a fiery apocalypse, consuming everything. In the aftermath, time jumps forward. We see a group of young people enjoying a swimming pool, unaware that infection has spread through water systems and oceans. The virus continues to multiply, suggesting that the zombie outbreak is far from over. The numbers are growing, more dangerous than ever. The film closes on this chilling note. Humanity may have survived the city, but the threat of the virus has only just begun. Will humanity survive the outbreak, or is this just the beginning? Subscribe for more epic movie recaps.